In 16, they have dropped 4 in a row, and this is the furthest they have been behind the Minnesota Twins, as the Indians are still in second place, but they trail Minnesota by 4 ball games. Meanwhile, the White Sox trying to inch a little bit closer to the 500 mark, as the White Sox are 16-18 coming into this one, third place in the division, and the White Sox find themselves 6 games out of first. The dimensions here, 325 down each line, 370 to left center, 375 to right center, and then into straightaway center field, 400 feet. We have, of course, the 19-foot wall in left center, and half of center field, and the other half of center field, and right center, the wall drops down to 9 feet high. The umpires tonight, Gabe Morales will be making the calls behind the plate. Ron Culpo will umpire at first, Marty Foster at second, and Jerry Meals is the crew chief and the third base umpire. On the hill tonight for the Indians is 23-year-old right-hander Shane Bieber. Bieber, 6'3", 200 pounds. That fastball, 93 to 94 miles per hour. Bieber also with an outstanding slider, and he'll complement that with the curveball and the changeup. And the Chicago White Sox are going to try to figure out Shane Bieber for the first time ever. White Sox saw Shane Bieber twice last year in his rookie year, and they did absolutely nothing against the rookie right-hander of a year ago. As Shane Bieber made 2 starts, he did not give up a run, and he only allowed 5 hits in those 2 starts against Chicago, covering 12 2/3 innings, struck out 17. Yoan Moncada leads it off. The wind, and tonight's first pitch is swung on and missed. Strike 1. And we are underway here at the corner of Carnegie and Ontario. 57 degrees, the game time temp. And a pretty good breeze blowing in from right and right center. The next pitch pounded the outside corner with a fastball. And just like that, it's 0-2 on Yoan Moncada, who has driven in 5 runs in the first 2 games. The next pitch, a swing and a soft liner to center, base hit. How about that? Got ahead in the count, 0-2, and hung a breaking ball in Moncada with a single to center. He is now 4 for 10 and has knocked in 5 of Chicago's 11 runs scored. Now, the Indians have not been able to stay out of trouble early in these games. The White Sox have been able to take the lead in the early innings in both their wins on Monday and Tuesday nights. Here's Nicky Delmonico. Delmonico, the left-handed hitting left fielder, batting .219, a homer, 5 ribbies. He shows bunt and pops it up foul, backing out of play. Strike 1. Carlos Gonzalez is in left field tonight. The center fielder tonight will be Leonis Martin. Tyler Naquin's in right. Jake Bauers at first. Jason Kipnis at second. Frankie Lindor at short. Jose Ramirez at third. And Kevin Plawecki, the catcher. The Indians overload the right side of the infield. 3 between first and second. Ramirez at the cut of the grass off the line at third. Now the set. And now the 0-1. And it's a little bit high. 1-1. Shane Bieber, fastball, curve, slider, changeup. He has been dominant when it comes to the opposition being able to get base hits. He only gives up 6 hits per 9 innings. The opposition batting .188 against Bieber this year. The pitch, a swing and a miss, went upstairs with a fastball in the count of 1-2. Shane Bieber's numbers look like this: 2 wins, 1 loss. A good ERA of 3.16. 6 previous starts, no complete games. He goes 6 innings per start. He averages 10 strikeouts and 3 walks per 9 innings. Now the 1-2. A swing and another liner to center. Coming hard, Martini slides, can't make the catch. Picks up the ball, throws to second, not in time. So that'll be another base hit and another soft liner to center. Leonis Martin did not get a great break on it. Came charging in, tried to make a sliding catch on the end of it, and got a glove on it, but couldn't make the grab. And back-to-back singles has Chicago threatening here in inning number 1. and their best hitter at the plate. And this is the big man, Jose Abreu. Abreu is leading the league in RBIs with 33. Batting .279, 8 homers, 33 runs batted in. And he bats with 2 on, nobody out, no score in the first. The pitch, and it's swung on, drilled to left field. That's going to be a diving attempt and catch by Gonzalez. That's the hardest hit ball of the inning. And Carlos Gonzalez, breaking toward the line, made a fine diving catch to take a hit away from Jose Abreu for out number 1. And that'll keep the runners at first and second base for Yonder Alonso, the left-handed hitting DH. Played a year with the Indians and then was dealt to Chicago in the offseason when the White Sox were trying to sign free agent Manny Machado. They wanted Yonder Alonso because Manny Machado married Yonder Alonso's sister. Now the set in the pitch, and it's low, knocked down by Plawecki for ball 1. Alonso having a tough year, batting .170, 5 homers, 16 RBIs. Shane Bieber works on the first base side of the rubber as he works out of the stretch, wearing those new red jerseys with the navy blue and white trim and the white pants. Sox with their black jersey, white trim and gray pants. The pitch, swung on, double play ball to short. Lindor runs to second, steps, throws, inning over. Alonso hits into a 6-3 double play, so 2 base hits. Well, another hard thrower, and a guy that probably has an even higher ceiling than the young man that shut down the Indians last night, Lucas Giolito last night. Tonight, it's Reynaldo Lopez, the right-hander facing Frankie Lindor, bottom of the first, no score. And the wind and pitch, it's up high for ball 1. This guy gets it up there in the mid-90s. Good fastball, good cut fastball for Lopez. Curveball, changeup. He delivers, and it's in there, called strike, and the count 1 ball, 1 strike. Lopez had a start against the Detroit Tigers near the end of April, struck out 14 in 6 innings. The pitch swung on, foul down the right side, and the count of ball and 2 strikes. Lopez has not had that kind of success, though, when facing the Indians. This is his 4th career start against the Tribe. The pitch, Lindor pops one up foul. The wind is going to push this out of play, third base side. And the count stays 1-2. Lopez, for as hard as he throws, is not as big as you would think. 5'11", 220 pounds. The right-hander, 25 years of age. In 3 previous starts against the Indians, Lopez is 0-3 with a career .831 ERA against the Tribe. Now the wind and pitch. Lindor looks at the high heat, 96 miles an hour. Evens the count at 2-2. Lopez starts his windup in the middle of the pitching slab. He pumps, he fires. Lindor swings and hits a fly ball, medium deep right center, and caught by the center fielder Tilson, and looked like he had Frankie lunging at a changeup. Well, that's been the key. First it was Ivan Nova on Monday night. Last night it was Lucas Giolito. Giolito threw nothing but fastballs and changeups, and after the game Giolito said, well, the Indians didn't make any adjustments, so why would I change? Yeah, that's pretty smart pitching. I don't know if you want to be quite that blunt or honest about it. Here's Jason Kipnis taking low ball 1. You might want to show a little more discretion, but what he said was true. And we'll see if Lopez follows that lead. The 1-0 pitch. Swung on. This is hammered to deep right center field. On the run is Tilson at the wall, makes the catch. Well, the wind blowing in from right center kept that from being a home run. The center fielder, Charlie Tilson, raced to the wall in right center. He had no further to go, but made the catch up against that wall in right center. Here's Jose Ramirez, switch hitter batting left-handed. 2 down, no score, first inning. The wind and the pitch, and it's a fastball strike. Nicky Delmonico in left, Charlie Tilson in center, Ryan Cordell in right. Give you the infield after the 0-1 pitch from Lopez. Here it comes. A swing and a liner to left, base hit the other way. On the infield, Jose Abreu at first, Yolmer Sanchez at second. Tim Anderson at short, Yohan Moncada at third, and the catcher is Wellington Castillo. Jose Ramirez is only batting .197, but he's now been on base 17 consecutive games, either with a base hit or a walk. So he's on with a 2-out single the other way. And here's Carlos Santana, the switch hitter, batting left-handed. No score here in inning number 1. Shift to the right side of the infield against Santana. The set by Lopez. And the pitch. And it's a little low, ball 1. Well, the wind is blowing in, so 57 degrees. Doesn't feel quite like 57 degrees, and it's certainly going to impact the ball hit in the air, especially when you talk about hitting it in the air to right and right center. Now the 1-0 pitch, and in there called strike 1-1. And 57 degrees, our game time temp, which is brought to you by Perfect Power Wash. Perfect results guaranteed. Visit perfectpowerwash.com to request your quote today. Outfield fairly deep, a bit toward right. Infield overloaded to the right. The pitch to Santana, and before it's made, a quick throw over, and diving back is Ramirez. On the year, Reynaldo Lopez is 2-4, an ERA of 6.69. 7 previous starts, no complete games. He only goes 5 innings per start. Averages 11 strikeouts, but also 5 walks per 9 innings. Now the 1-1. A swing and a high drive again, fairly deep right, and again the wind just knocks it down. And the catch made by Cordell. Well, that's almost a game plan. Well, the Indians and the Sox, no score second inning, and Wellington Castillo catching tonight and hitting 5th. Faces Shane Bieber. The wind and the pitch, and he sends a high fly ball, fairly deep right center, but in front of the track, and onto the track to make the catch is right fielder Tyler Naquin. And again, Mother Nature is just saying, really? You didn't believe me after the first inning? Try me again. So Castillo flies out to deep right center, where the right fielder Tyler Naquin makes the catch on the track. Here's Charlie Tilson, the left-handed hitting center fielder. Not a power hitter, but boy, he can run. Now the wind and the pitch, and Tilson looks at a ball low. To get your best deal on any new or used car, go to Sunnyside Honda. They're at I-71 and Pearl Road in Middleburg Heights. Now the 1-0 pitch. And a strike, 1-1. You could also check out their inventory and their specials. They're online at sunnysidehonda.com. Scoreless in the second. The pitch to Tilson. Swing and a miss. Good breaking ball. And the count 1-2. Shane Bieber having another really good year. His first full year in the big leagues. Remember, Shane Bieber started last year in Double-A. Now the wind and the pitch, a swing and a bouncer in the hole at short, backhanded by Lindor, jump throw to first, not in time. Good effort, but Tilson runs well. Sox have their 3rd hit in this game, and that'll bring up Tim Anderson having a career year. The right-handed hitting shortstop is now 4th in the American League in hitting at .331. 6 homers, 20 RBIs, and a league best 12 steals. Now let's see if Tilson takes a shot. He runs well. He's a base stealer. Kevin Plawecki doesn't throw as well as Roberto Perez, but has thrown out 2 of the 5 would-be base stealers this season. The pitch, and it's down and away, backhanded for ball one. Bieber from the set. Anderson, the right-handed hitter. And the pitch. And it's swung on, hit in the air to right. Not going anywhere. Naquin toward the line will corral it. And Anderson's out number 2, and that'll bring up Yolmer Sanchez, switch hitter batting left-handed, hitting .229, 4 RBIs. Power Home Solar, it's the official solar provider of the Indians, and it's building a movement. Visit powerhome.com or text solar 411-411. Power Home Solar. Own your power. Bieber. He is ready. And his pitch. And it's down and in, ball one. Shane Bieber, a preferred walk-on to start his college career at UC Santa Barbara. And then he pitches them to their first and only College World Series in Omaha. Not bad for a guy that didn't get any money until his junior year. The pitch, fastball wide, 1-1. Then the Indians grabbed him in the 4th round after his junior year, 2016. Now the pitch, runner goes, pitch is low, throw is bounced in there, grabbed by Lindor, but the tag not in time. And Tilson with a 2-out steal of second, his second since coming up. It's only his 3rd game. He had 3 down in AAA. So Tilson is now in scoring position. No score in the second. Tilson at second. 2 down. And a 3-0 count, and Sanchez takes the strike. One thing Bieber seldom does is walks people, although he's walked a few more this season than what we saw a year ago. But he's also learning sometimes a walk is not a bad thing. Now the 3-1 pitch, down and in, he walks Sanchez. Sometimes as a pitcher you can get really stubborn and say, I'm not walking anybody. Well, then the hitter starts to realize that, and he knows once you get to 3 balls, you're going to throw him a pitch to hit. And sometimes you may want to walk a guy just to work around a dangerous hitter. It's not a mortal sin to walk somebody in the big leagues. So the White Sox have 2 men aboard, 2 down in the second, no score, and Ryan Cordell, the right-handed hitting right fielder, batting 9th, hitting .250, 3 homers, 7 RBIs. Bieber's pitch, and it's swung on and missed. Ran that fastball in on his thumbs for strike 1. Now the 0-1 pitch. Swung on, hit a ton, but straight up in the air to center. And again, you know that means no problem. Leonis Martin makes the catch. No score, bottom of the second. And the Indians' number 5 hitter, Carlos Gonzalez, steps to the plate. The wind and the pitch, and he swings and bounces one back up the middle into center. So the Indians have their second base hit. Gonzalez just took it back up the middle for a leadoff single here in the second inning. No score, as we invite you to visit your local Toyota dealer and test drive the rugged, new, and built in the USA Toyota Tacoma. The tough, dependable midsize truck with the best resale value. For all Toyota offers, go to buyatoyota.com. Jake Bauers, the left-handed hitter at first base tonight for the Indians. Gonzalez edges off the bag. The set by Lopez, the pitch. Bauers swings and pops it up. shallow left near the foul line. Moncada, the third baseman, banged into by Anderson. Anderson knocked Moncada to the ground, and Moncada held onto the baseball in foul territory, and Moncada hasn't gotten up yet. Moncada called for it all the way down the left field line in foul territory, and the shortstop, Tim Anderson, decleated him. Moncada hung on, but he has not yet gotten to his feet. And so he'll be attended to as Bowers fouls out to the third baseman for out number 1 here in the second inning. No score, and they're looking at the right leg of Moncada. And that is bad news. This kid is starting to live up to all the promise that we heard about him. I mean, he has become one of the anchors on this White Sox ball club. You know, normally in a ball game, you can understand when the infielders are calling for it that, okay, maybe somebody didn't hear somebody because of the crowd noise, but, you know, there aren't that many folks here tonight that would be an issue. It's an early start, so a lot of folks are still filing in off Eagle Avenue. And it's just that Tim Anderson never pulled up, and now Moncada has gotten to his feet. And that's one of those, if you're the White Sox, you're holding your breath. If he gets the wind knocked out of him, you're like, nah, fine. But he is just testing that right leg to make sure he's okay, and it looks like he's going to be. It does give us an opportunity here to wish a very happy 30th birthday to John Ulansky of Bay Village. Went to St. Raphael's and then to Bay High School. Was a baseball player at Baldwin Wallace and even did some coaching after he got done playing. So a very happy 30th birthday to John Ulansky from Bay Village. Terrific family, and all the very best to John Ulansky. And the good news is here, Moncada is okay, able to stay in the game. And him and Tim Anderson will work on their communication skills at some point. Here is Leonis Martin, the Indians' left-handed hitting center fielder. 1 hit in his last 31 at-bats. 1 out, 1 on, second inning, no score. Lopez is ready. And the pitch. And it's in there, called strike on a changeup. Well, again, the White Sox are staying with the same attack to the Indians. A lot of fastballs, a lot of changeups. And it'll be up to the Indians to make the White Sox change, because the Indians will stop chasing. That, according to manager Terry Francona on the pregame show. The set, the pitch, a swing and a miss. Chased a slider in on his hands, 0-2. As Tito was saying, hitters must earn the fastball. Pitchers will not throw you a fastball if they don't have to. If you keep chasing off speed, be it changeups or breaking balls, and you don't swing at strikes, then you're not seeing the fastball. And according to Tito, the hitter must earn the fastball. Now the 0-2, swung on a miss, changeup got him. So Lopez has his first strikeout. 2 down here in the second inning. And Kevin Plawecki, the right-handed hitting catcher, to the plate, batting 182 with a homer and an RBI. 2 outs. Runner at first, no score. Home half of inning number 2. Reynaldo Lopez. He came in that same trade with last night's starter Lucas Giolito for Adam Eaton, who went to Washington. The pitch, fastball is up, ball 1. Boy, think of the pitchers Washington has traded. Lucas Giolito, this kid, Reynaldo Lopez, and the kid that pitched so well for the Indians again last night, Jeffrey Rodriguez. Those are 3 outstanding young starting pitchers, all traded by the Nationals here recently. The 1-0, swung on, foul back, 1-1. Nationals trying to win a World Series, but boy, it may cost them here big time.
Man, the third pitcher in that deal with Lopez and Giolito. Dane Dunning, he's had Tommy John surgery, but Steve Stone was saying he was really impressed when he saw him in spring training 2 seasons ago, and if he gets healthy, who knows?
Now the 1-1 pitch. Inside 2-1. Well, that's one thing it tells us, Rosie. Somebody better see what Washington is doing when it comes to the draft and development, because that's incredible to have that kind of stable of minor league starting pitchers you can trade away.
Wow. And, they say you got to develop them for yourself, but.
Now the 2-1 pitch, outside 3-1. The thing about the Jeffrey Rodriguez trade with the Indians, I get it. They needed a catcher. But you trade 3 starting pitchers for Adam Eaton? Nice player. But Adam Eaton isn't Bryce Harper.
That's staggering, especially when you consider Lopez and Giolito are here already and contributing.
Now the 3-1 pitch. Check swing, broken bat roller to first. Abreu will jog to the bag to retire Plawecki and the Indians. Look at it this. Top of the order, Yoan Moncada, who escaped injury, will lead off. The White Sox third inning, switch hitting third baseman, single to center his first time up. He'll swing it left-handed. No score, third inning. Shane Bieber rocks, fires. Moncada takes a fastball strike on the inside corner. Bieber into the wind. Here it comes. A swing by Moncada and a weak fly to shallow left. Lindor out, but called off by Gonzalez. And the Indians left fielder almost got to the infield and made that catch. Here's Nicky Delmonico. He had a single to center his first time up. Go to MyPillow.com, click the radio listener special tab, and use promo code TRIBE for a special offer. MyPillow.com, promo code TRIBE, or call 800-867-0046. Indians put 3 on the right side of the infield as Bieber kicks and fires, and it's in there, a breaking ball strike. Shane Bieber works quickly. Now the 0-1. Off speed is outside. That was a change up there, 1-1. Some games he'll throw a few more than others. He's going to throw maybe 10 to 12 right now in a game. Sometimes fewer. The pitch. That's in there, a called strike on the fastball in the count of 1-2. That's a pitch he worked on very hard this winter, and it's still developing, but it's become a weapon. Now the 1-2. Delmonico, a swing and a miss. Good slider in on his hands. Boy, that pitch has been something for Shane Bieber this year. His first strikeout. 2 down in the Chicago third. Indians have a note on Shane Bieber. When he throws his slider, the opposition is hitting 170 against that slider. The good thing is Shane Bieber doesn't get crazy and go slider happy. Here's Jose Abreu, lined out his first time. He takes a slider down low, ball 1. Outfield playing Abreu the other way toward right. Not real deep with that wind blowing in. The pitch, fastball strike, 1-1. When you have as good a command with a fastball as Bieber has, you don't want to get slider happy or any one pitch throw too much. That pitch swung on, topped foul, third base side, 1-2. Best pitch is still a well-placed fastball. Command the fastball. And the White Sox have shown that the last 2 nights. Fastball and changeups, and you can get major league hitters out. Bieber is ready. No score, third inning, 2 outs, nobody on, the 1-2. Swung on, drill, deep right, down the line. It is slicing toward the corner. Gone! How about that? That's the only way you get one out of here. Right down the right field line. A 2-iron off the bat of Jose Abreu. That is his 9th, giving him a league-leading 34 RBIs. 1-0 Chicago. A line drive home run slicing down that right field line, and it snuck inside the foul pole for the White Sox' first run in this game. Now the DH, Yonder Alonso, hit into a double play his first time up, and he looks at a pitch down low for ball 1. Now the wind and pitch, a swing and a little looper foul left side, 1-1. For those of you lucky enough to have an All-Star Game ticket here in Cleveland in July, you'll see Jose Abreu wearing that American League uniform. You can guarantee yourselves that. He is a good one. Now the 1-1, and nailed the outside corner with a fastball, 1-2. Give you an idea on Bieber tonight. Half his pitches tonight have been fastballs, and then the other 3 pitches he's pretty much mixed up equally. Curve, slider, change. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Changeup got Yonder Alonso to end the inning. So the homer by Abreu. Number 9 hitter Tyler Naquin will open up the Indians' third, 1-0 Chicago. And this is the Grand Slam giveaway inning thanks to Liberty Ford. Michael Romanowski of Wellington, tonight's contestant. Lopez, the wind, and the pitch to Naquin, and a fastball strike. If the Indians hit a grand slam here in the third, Michael Romanowski of Wellington wins the Ford Mustang convertible from Liberty Ford. The 0-1, a swing and a foul back, 0-2. Visit libertyford.com and enter your chance to win a Ford Mustang convertible. Good luck to Wellington's Michael Romanowski. Naquin hitting .259, 1 homer, 8 ribbies for the Texas A&M product. Now the 0-2. A swing and a shot on one hop by the diving Sanchez into right center. Sanchez at second, dove towards second, but a bullet. And Naquin has the Indians' third hit. They've had 1 in each inning. Top of the order now, Frankie Lindor. Fly to center his first time up. Switch hitter. He'll swing it from the left side. The Indians trying to kickstart this offense, held to 1 run in their 3-game losing streak. And they've had a tough time with those clutch hits to get on the board, especially early in the game when you can really change the complexion of the game. Now the pitch, a swing and a chopper up the middle near second. It is gloved by Anderson, tried to tag the runner through to first. It is a double play. It's a 6-3 double play. Naquin tried to elude the tag on the bouncer up the middle that the shortstop Anderson gloved. He ran toward the bag and then instead tagged Tyler Naquin before he got to the bag and then threw to first, and it's a 6-3 double play. So here's Jason Kipnis with 2 down. 1-0 Sox, third inning. Kipnis almost hit one out of here to right center. Tilson, the center fielder, caught it up against the wall in the first. Shift to the right. Kipnis, who had 2 doubles last night, takes a changeup low for ball 1. Indians have had their way with the White Sox in past years, but not this season. The 1-0, swing and a foul back, 1-1. White Sox are 3-1 against the Indians. Last year, the Indians went 14-5 against the Southsiders. Of course, the White Sox have spent a couple of years in a rebuild, while the Indians have won 3 straight division titles. Now the 1-1. Kipnis grounds it foul by first base coach Sandy Alomar. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Lopez, he's used to working without a lot of run support himself. He has a 1-0 lead tonight. His pitch swung on, fouled off to the left. Still 1-2. In 4 of his 7 starts this year, he has seen the White Sox get shut out. And he's only been given, if you include tonight, 13 runs in 8 starts. The pitch, up high, 2-2. Now, he also has a 6.69 ERA, but he doesn't have much wiggle room most times out. The 2-2. Kipnis fouling it back. We'll do it again at 2-2. Sun is more of a factor, although we've had so little of it recently, but it's more of a factor in these 6 o'clock games. But now the hitter and the pitcher are both in the shade. Makes it a little easier for the hitter. 1-0 Sox, 2 down the pitch. Kipnis takes down and away. Changeup. Full count. And that's the pitch Tito Francona was talking about. Lay off the changeup that's out of the strike zone. Now maybe you get a fastball. Full count on Kipnis, 2 down, nobody on. Chicago with a 1-0 lead on the Abreu homer down the right field line. Now the payoff. Swung on, popped him up, but it's going to blow back and out of play. And we'll do it again at 3-2. Strong breeze blowing in from right center. Lopez into the motion. And the right-hander's payoff. Swung on, popped him up. He threw another changeup. How about that? Behind the mound on the grass, shortstop Tim Anderson makes the catch. Boy, Lopez has a lot of confidence.
White Sox 1, Indians nothing as we begin playing the 4th inning. Shane Bieber back to work for the Tribe, and his first pitch is on the outside corner for a strike to Wellington Castillo, the right-handed hitting catcher for Chicago. Fly to right his first time up. Bieber's right back into the wind. Here's his 0-1. And there's another strike on the inside corner. Good slider that time from Bieber. And quickly ahead, 0-2. The home run by Jose Abreu last inning. The difference so far. Bieber's into the wind. Here's his 0-2 pitch. Fastball called. Strike 3 on the inside corner. 1 down here in the 4th inning. Let's pause. 10 seconds. Station ID on the Cleveland Clinic Indians Radio Network. Jim Rosenhaus along with Tom Hamilton back at Progressive Field, downtown Cleveland. Stephanie Hagel, our on-site engineer here in the booth. And Brian Motze taking care of things back at Command Center. Charlie Tilson, the batter. He swings at the first pitch, chops it to the second baseman, Kipnis. He's up with it and throws on to first in time for the out. 2 quick outs for Bieber here in the 4th inning. And Tim Anderson will be the batter. And that strikeout of Castillo to open the inning, we'll make that our Ohio Cat strikeout of the game, brought to you by Ohio Cat, your authorized Caterpillar equipment dealer. Visit ohiocat.com for all of your new, used, and rental equipment needs. Anderson, the American League's Player of the Month for April. Off to a slow start here in May. The pitch to him. Swung on, and there's a high fly ball right center deep. Going back on it, Martin. The wind stops it, and Martin makes the catch shy of the warning track in right center. Jose Ramirez to lead things off for the Indians. Bottom of the 4th inning. 1-0 White Sox. Reynaldo Lopez, the right-hander, back to work. Here's his pitch to Ramirez. It's swung on and lined to right. Right there, the right fielder Cordell, and he makes the catch. Ramirez is retired on 1 pitch. He's now 1 for 2. Whether you're shipping from Cleveland or shipping through Cleveland, choose Global Transport, Northeast Ohio's preferred provider of transportation and logistics management. Global Transport. Here's Carlos Santana Santana fly to right his first time up. A couple of hard hit balls in that first inning by the Tribe, but with the wind blowing in hard from right center, nothing's carrying. Here's the pitch, and it's on the inside corner for a strike. Now, Abreu's home run, that's the difference in this game. That was more of a line drive, and it went right down the right field line, snuck it inside the foul pole down there, so less of an impact by the wind. Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball, missed down low. 1-1 the count on Santana. He slowed down a little bit, as you might expect. He was off to that red-hot start for much of the month of April. Here's the 1-1. Fastball outside. 2-1 the count. Carlos is 0 for 7 in the series. Switch hitter. Slightly open stance from that left side. Shift is on for him. 3 on the right side of the infield. Here's the 2-1. Up and in. Brushed him back with the hard stuff at 97, which has been top end for Lopez. And the White Sox folks saying that was not the case coming out of spring training. It took him a little while to build into his velocity. Several starts at the beginning of the season. Here's the 3-1. Swung on, lined right side, base hit into right field. Just over the outstretched glove of Abreu, the first baseman. And Carlos Santana is aboard with a 1-out single. That's the Indians' 4th hit on the night. They've had 1 in each inning so far. See if they can do something with that base hit by Santana as Carlos Gonzalez will step in. The Indians would like to thank Valley Ford Truck. They supply security vehicles here at the ballpark all season long. Valley Ford Truck. Here's Gonzalez. A base hit to center his first time up. Still trying to get it rolling. And again, behind. He missed spring training. And is trying to catch up, get it going now. Here's the pitch to him. Swung on, line drive, base hit, left field for Gonzalez. Both times swinging at the first pitch and successful both times. And now the Indians, for the first time tonight, with a couple of men aboard in the same inning. Back-to-back singles by Santana and Gonzalez. And Jake Bauers will step in with 1 down. Bauers popped to third his first time up. That was the play where Yoan Moncada made the catch, but he was run into by Tim Anderson, his shortstop. And Moncada was down for a bit as they looked at his lower right leg, but he has stayed in the game. Looks to be okay. Now Bauers digs in. Here's the pitch from Lopez. Change up on the outside corner, strike 1. A beauty. And that's okay. Bauers let it go by. And he'll see if he can get something better. That was a good pitch by Lopez, and certainly a pitch early in the count that Bauers wanted to stay away from. Here's the 0-1. Swung on, line drive, base hit into right field. Headed for third, being held is Santana, and wisely so, as Cordell fired a perfect one-hop strike to Castillo, the catcher. So it's bases loaded on 3 straight singles with only 1 out here in the 4th inning. Indians trailing by that 1-0 score, but threatening here in the 4th. Tremendous scoring opportunity as Leonis Martin will step in. And there's a meeting on the mound. Pitching coach Don Cooper stayed in the dugout, but the catcher Castillo heads out. The rest of the infielders come in to have a chat with Lopez. Dominion Energy wants to remind you, whether you're an individual or contractor, state law requires that you call 811 before you dig to have those underground utilities marked. It's simple and free. Dial 811 at least 2 business days prior to digging for your safety. Well, here's Martin. Struck out his first time up. Lopez working from the stretch. Long set and the pitch. Swung on, a chopper to the right side. Going to second for 1. On to first. Not in time. Safe at first base is Martin. The run scores from third, and the game is tied at 1. Sanchez Fired it quickly to the bag at second base. The shortstop Anderson there. Then let it air out on his way to first, and it was a close play at first base. But Martinez retired. And the Indians have tied this game as Martini put the ball in play. And it may not seem like much, but the Indians have been hard-pressed with men in scoring position in this series. But Martin, while he doesn't get a base hit there, gets the run in. Most notably with his hustle down that first base line. Here's Kevin Plawecki, runners on the corners now. Gonzalez, the base runner, at third. Martin at first. Here's the pitch from Lopez. Swung on, fouled straight back and out of play. Strike one. So the Indians now in a 1-1 ball game. Still with a threat going, 2 gone in the fourth. They have 1 run on 6 hits. Here's the set by Lopez. And the 0-1. Fastball up high. And the count's now 1-1. The Indians heading into play tonight in this series had been 1 for 18 with men in scoring position. And for a good portion of the early season, they had some good success with men in scoring position, particularly with 2 away. That has faded somewhat here on this homestand. But Plawecki trying to come through in that spot right here. Slightly open stance from that right side. Throw to first, back safely is Martin. The Indians heading into play tonight, hitting .285 with 2 outs and runners in scoring position, and that still has them atop the American League leaderboard. Only Milwaukee over in the National League at .297 has been better. Another throw to first. Back safely again is Martin, who doesn't have much of a lead over there. But Lopez paying him some mind anyway. So tie ball game at 1 here in the fourth. Indians have scratched for a run with 3 hits. And then the fielder's choice on the infield, Martin, able to bring the run in. Now the 1-1. Up and in, and it hit him. He came inside, got that looked like that front shoulder or elbow on Plawecki. He's hit by a pitch, and the bases are reloaded for the number 9 hitter, Tyler Naquin. Yeah, it looked like just above the elbow, and there is a little bit of protection there for Plawecki. So he's on his way to first base, and now Naquin will step in. And out to the mound comes Don Cooper, the longtime pitching coach for the Chicago White Sox, to have a chat with Lopez, who is in a tight spot here in the 4th inning. Download the McDonald's app, and if an Indians player steals a base tonight, you'll win a free 6-piece chicken McNuggets from McDonald's. McDonald's, I'm loving it. Yeah, the Indians trying to take advantage of base runners here in the 4th inning. Tyler Naquin on the season with men in scoring position. He's been solid. Hitting at a .294 clip. Second opportunity with the bases loaded. He's 0 for 1. The Indians don't have a grand slam yet. But Naquin will step in here with the bases loaded and 2 away in the 4th inning. Left-handed hitter. And again, that wind blowing hard in from right center, so not easy. And he goes pull side here. He singled his first time up. They would take that. Here's the pitch from Lopez. Swung on, line, down the left side, slicing, foul. Now, a fastball from Lopez, and Naquin sliced it down that left side, foul. 0-1 the count. The Indians right fielder tonight, Tyler Naquin. He started the homestand on such a positive note with that game-winning base hit in the bottom of the 9th inning in Friday night's homestand opener against Seattle. A couple of exciting one-run wins for the Tribe to get the homestand started, but it's been a struggle since. Now the 0-1 pitch. Here it comes. Fastball in there for a strike. Two good fastballs from Lopez. That one at 96, and it was at the top of the zone. Always a challenge to get on top of for the hitter. And let's see how Naquin can battle here. He's in the hole 0-2. Bases loaded for the Tribe. Gonzalez at third. Martin at second. Plawecki at first. The set by Lopez and the pitch. Swung on and fouled back. We'll do it again on 0-2. And Naquin doing a nice job to spoil another 96-mile-an-hour fastball from Reynaldo Lopez, who had a solid season a year ago as he continues to work into his major league career at the age of 25. That was his first full season in the major leagues. He had been up parts of 2016 and 17, but 32 starts last year. Here comes his 0-2. Swung on, line, left field, base hit Naquin. One run is in. Rounding third, heading for home is Martin. He will score standing up, and Tyler Naquin comes through. 3-1 Tribe. Boy, just good hitting by Naquin tonight. A single to right center his first time up. That time slapped it to left, and that was good for a two-run single, and that looked to be the changeup, darting low and outside. He didn't try and pull it. He just served it to left, and Naquin has put the Indians in front. Runners at first and second now for Francisco Lindor. Plawecki at second, Naquin on at first. Tyler Naquin now with 10 runs driven in on the season. Lindor 0 for 2 tonight. He's flied to center, bounced into a double play. Trying to keep it alive for the Tribe here in the fourth. Lopez throws to third. The appeal play there, no dice. Martin did touch the bag. Moncada must have really been watching. He must have thought that Martin missed it as he reluctantly threw that ball back to Lopez. 2 on, 2 gone for Lindor. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Good change up there by Reynaldo Lopez. Started him off with the off speed. Boy, it is a heavy dose of changeups from White Sox pitching throughout this series so far with pretty good success. Now the 0-1. Up and in, brushed him back a bit. 1-1 the count. Lindor coming off the 3-hit night last night. Still trying to find that real good gear, the stretch where he can just about carry a team. Here's the 1-1. Swung on, ground ball, slowly hit to the second baseman Sanchez. He'll throw on to first in time for the out, and the side is retired. But the Indians score 3. And as we head to the first time tonight, as this game heads to the 5th inning with the Tribe in front by a score of 3-1 on a clear night down at the ballpark. We haven't had a whole lot of these. Here's the pitch to Yolmer Sanchez, and it's on the outside corner for a strike. Now, we had 57 degrees at game time. The wind is blowing in, so it makes it feel a lot cooler than that. Here's the 0-1. Fastball inside, 1-1. Tribe with 3 runs on 7 hits. 1 run, 4 base hits for the White Sox. Bieber delivers. Breaking ball on the outside corner for a strike. So now it's 1-2 on Yolmer Sanchez. We're at the bottom of that White Sox lineup right now. 8, 9, and 1 due in here against Bieber. Now the 1-2, swung on, looped foul and out of play. That's off to the left. Time for the Cleveland Clinic Caregiver Shout-Out. And the good folks at the clinic want to remind you to join the Velasano Tribe Ride. It's coming up on July the 20th. More details after this 1-2 pitch. Here it is. Swung on, ground ball, right side. Kipnis comes up with it, slips down, comes to his feet, throws to first in time. Nice play by Kip as he got over there and then went into the slide that kind of helped him pop up and set himself. And he threw on to first base. So one down. Again, that Velasano Tribe Ride is July the 20th, part of Bike to Cure Weekend, where every dollar raised supports cancer research at the Cleveland Clinic. Register at velasano.org/Tribe Ride. Ryan Cordell, the batter. The pitch to him. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Cordell fly to center his first time up. Tribe leading it 3-1. Top half of the fifth inning. Bieber with the 0-1. Fastball swung on, popped up a mile high left side of the infield. Ramirez tackling this one, and he makes the catch, drifting into foul territory. That was not easy with the wind, but he stayed with it. 2 down. Yohan Moncada, the batter, singled and fly to left in his 2 trips to the plate. Take the field with your ultimate MLB squad. It's RBI Baseball. RBI 19 delivers a genuine MLB experience with the ability to manage your franchises across multiple seasons. Learn more at RBIGame.com. First pitch to Moncada on the outside corner for a strike. Man, Bieber sharp tonight. And his pitch count well in order. As he's on the way with the 0-1. Fastball, strike 2. Here we are in the 5th inning. And that was pitch number 52 for Bieber. He's into the wind, and here comes the 0-2. Down low, 1-2. Moncada, the average is up. The strikeouts are down. And it looks like some of that high promise for a perennial top prospect starting to be fulfilled by Yohan Moncada. Now the 1-2. Just outside, 2-2. Went off speed that time. Change up from Shane Bieber. Indians play Moncada to pull. The 2-2 delivery. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Looked like the changeup again had him way out in front. Side retired in order once. Jason Kipnis leads things off for the Tribe as we hit the bottom half of the 5th inning. Indians leading by a score of 3-1. Kipnis 0 for 2 tonight. The pitch to him, low and inside, and it's 2-0. Reynaldo Lopez on the hill for the Chicago White Sox. Here's the 2-0 pitch, low and in, 3-0. Hammy was mentioning earlier about the White Sox and how they've taken it to the Indians early this season so far after struggling the last several seasons against the Tribe. They're off to a good start in the division, the 3-0. There's a strike on the outside corner. The White Sox are 9-6 against Central Division opponents. Minnesota 6-1 in the division. Next pitch to Kipnis on the inside corner for a strike. And the count's now 3-2. The Indians, who've dominated in division play during this stretch of 3 straight division crowns, they're only 4-9 in division play. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Swung on, ripped foul into the camera bay past the first base dugout. And we'll do it again on 3-2 to Kipnis. Came in batting .209. Boy, he crushed one in the first inning, but the wind just held it up in deep right center. Here's the 3-2. Swung on, pulled foul again. And we'll do it again on 3-2 when the steady diet of changeups continues. And again, that's from a pitcher who we've seen throw tonight as hard as 97 miles an hour with his fastball. Now the 3-2 pitch. High and outside, ball 4. A leadoff walk issued to Kipnis. Now, the Indians scored 3 times last inning. Let's see if that's something that kind of kickstarts things offensively for the Tribe. They've been battling here the last couple of days. It hasn't been easy. They've been held to just 1 run in their last 3 games. And sometimes the results are the last thing that comes into play as they try and work at it, keep plugging away, pre-game preparation, all that good stuff. Here's Jose Ramirez, the pitch to him on the inside corner for a strike. That was pitch 65 for Lopez. And almost 50% of it been either changeups or sliders. Here's the pitch. And it slips outside. Nice play made by Castillo, the catcher. And it counts now 1-1 on Ramirez. Now we saw it in the first game from Ivan Nova. Great changeup from him. Lucas Giolito, he had a good one going last night. And Lopez has been pretty good tonight, but the Indians got to him last inning. Kipnis bouncing around over there at first base. Lopez stepped off, but not before he balked, as he was distracted by Kipnis, who took a couple of steps towards second before Lopez had made that motion to the plate. Then he kind of looked confused and stepped off, and he didn't do so properly. He was in the set position, and Kipnis bouncing around over there distracted him enough to force a balk. Now the pitch to Ramirez, swung on line, down the right side, foul ball, down the right field line. Now Ramirez, who singled to left his first time up, and then flied to right last time, bidding for extra bases down into the corner. We'll get you our injury report this half inning. It's brought to you by Elk & Elk, serious lawyers for serious injuries, and a proud partner of the Tribe. Give them a call at 1-800-ELK-OHIO. Mike Clevenger continuing the road back from the injury to his upper back behind the shoulder there. Eligible to come off the DL June the 7th, and really making great progress. Here's the 1-2. Swung on, popped up, out of play over on that first base side. We'll do it again on 1 and 2. Of course, Corey Kluber a long way away. He's still in that stage of no real rehab because he has to wait for that broken bone in his right forearm to heal, as he's a week away from the injury taking place, so a ways to go for him. Both Kluber and Clevenger on the injured list. Now the set and the 1-2. Breaking ball down low. Boy, the home plate umpire, Gabe Morales, he flinched, but he held off making the call. And it's now 2-2 on Jose Ramirez. Tribe leading at 3-1, looking for more here in this bottom half of the 5th inning. On a night where Shane Bieber has been terrific, the Indians have gotten him some runs. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on, tapped slowly, foul. That one dribbles off to the first base side. And we'll do it again on 2-2. On the White Sox side of things, injury-wise, they had hoped to have John Jay in their outfield, but he's had a right hip injury. And he's just getting started playing in games in Arizona. Eloy Jimenez, that's the big one. And he may be coming back soon. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him with a changeup low and in. And Ramirez is a strikeout victim. The ball was dropped, so they throw it on down to first in time to complete the strikeout. 2 strikeouts for Lopez. 1 down in the inning for Carlos Santana. But Jimenez, he had a right ankle injury, and boy, it looks like he's ready maybe for a rehab assignment, but he's getting close. I expect him back fairly soon. Michael Kopech, one of the great young prospects, Tommy John surgery. Carlos Rodon, inflammation of the left elbow, and could be serious. Santana tonight singled to get that 3-run rally started last inning. 3 straight singles by Santana, Gonzalez, and Bowers loaded the bases. And the Indians ended up scoring 3 times. Here's the pitch. Swung on, and that's driven to dead center. Hit a ton. Back on it, Tilson, and he makes the catch as he drifts into the warning track. Tagging, heading for third is Kipnis. He'll be in standing up there. 2 down in the inning, and Carlos Gonzalez will step in. Man, Santana hit that ball hard. But a nice play by Tilson in center. Gonzalez steps in 2 for 2, a pair of singles, and he scored a run last inning. Time for your Cleveland Indians memorable moment. It's brought to you by the Nissan team, Bedford Nissan and Mentor Nissan. And we take you back to this date in Indians history back in 2014. Big day for Asdrubal Cabrera, went 4 for 5 in a win over the Twins. Here's the pitch. Swung on, popped up, third base side of the infield, drifting into foul ground to make the catch is Moncada, and the side is retired. Indians leave a runner stranded at third, but
it's a 3-1 ball game. Indians on top of the White Sox through 5 innings as the number 2 hitter Nicky Delmonico leads off the Sox 6th. Shane Bieber's pitch on the outside corner, a called strike. Hi again, everybody. Tom Hamilton back with you along with Jim Rosenhaus. Wind still blowing in from right center, 57 degrees. And Bieber misses down and in with a slider. 1 ball, 1 strike. Shane Bieber pitching a beauty. 5 innings, he's given up a run on 4 hits, striking out 3, walking 1. Now the wind and pitch. It's swung on a weak topper, headed toward first. Right at the bag, it's grabbed in foul territory by Bowers. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The only White Sox run on a Jose Abreu line drive home run. Shot it down the right field line in the 3rd. The Indians got their 3 off White Sox starter Reynaldo Lopez in the 4th. Fielder's choice RBI and a 2-run single with 2 outs by Tyler Naquin. That's your ball game, 3-1 Indians. Shift to the right, Bieber's pitch, and he missed with a changeup outside, 2-2. That's your Northern Ohio Ford dealers game summary. Ford, it's America's best-selling brand. Delmonico 1 for 2 with a single. He swings and sends a fly ball into shallow right. Coming in to corral it is Naquin, 1 down. Here's Jose Abreu, 1 for 2. He lined out to left. A terrific diving catch by Carlos Gonzalez. Took a hit away from him. And then his last time up, shot it down the right field line for his 9th homer and league-leading 34th RBI. Bieber into the wind and the pitch, and it's a little bit outside, maybe low, ball 1. Tomorrow, 1:10 start. Carlos Carrasco against Manny Banuelos. Bieber with a knee-high strike to even the count. Then the Indians go to Oakland for 3. We'll see if Mike Fiers pitches this weekend. Threw a 2nd no-hitter last night. The 1-1 inside, a fastball, 2-1. Doubt that anybody ever envisioned Mike Fiers throwing 1 no-hitter, much less 2 in his career. Now the 2-1. Low 3-1, and of course the Oakland Coliseum, if it's not having the sewer back up in the clubhouse, it has a 90-minute delay last night because power went out in some of the lights. The 3-1, a swing and a miss, full count. And they played the game without all of their lights at the Oakland Coliseum because they thought, well, we can get away with it. What an embarrassment that place is to Major League Baseball. Now the payoff pitch from Bieber to Abreu. Swing and a foul tip hung on to by Plawecki. So Abreu is the 4th strikeout, make that the 5th strikeout for Bieber. And there are 2 men out. And that'll bring up Yonder Alonso, 3-1 Indians, sixth inning. Alonso's hit into a double play and has struck out. Again, the overloaded right side of the infield as Alonso waves at a curve in the dirt. Ball, strike one. That should have been ball one. Bieber working quickly, lets it fly, and Alonso looks at a strike on a fastball 0-2. Now the White Sox are seeing Bieber at his best. He's got all four pitches working, and he's throwing them all. The 0-2. Down and in, 1 ball, 2 strikes. This is Shane Bieber with a full arsenal of weapons. Now the 1-2. Swung on, fly ball to left, twisting foul and out of play. And the count stays 1-2. Shane Bieber has only made 70 pitches here tonight. And he has thrown, and this is a surprise, as many changeups as sliders. And the slider has always been his second best pitch. Now the 1-2. Swung on, grounded sharply to first, knocked down by Bowers on a dive into shallow right. Kipnis picks, throws to Bieber, not in time. So, a base hit for Yonder Alonso on a smash on the right side of the infield. Bowers, the first baseman, dove towards second, had to go off his glove. And it's an infield hit with 2 down. But Shane Bieber, what's really encouraging, he has thrown more changeups tonight than in any game this year. He's already thrown 15 changeups tonight. 16 sliders. He's thrown 10 curveballs, 30 fastballs. So that gives you an idea how much confidence now he has in that new weapon, his changeup. And he's had a good one tonight. Wellington Castillo, the batter, has flied out, struck out. Right-handed hitter. The pitch to him backs him off the plate. It's inside for ball 1. 3 runs, 7 hits for the Indians. 1 run, 5 hits for the White Sox. 6th inning, a runner at first with 2 down. Bieber's ready. Here it comes. A swing and a foul on a breaking ball, and the count 1-1. White Sox strike out a lot. They don't walk much. Young ball club in a lot of ways, although they've got a few more veterans sprinkled in the lineup this year. Now the 1-1 from Bieber. Checked on a pitch low, 2-1. White Sox making 2 trips to Cleveland before the Indians ever go to Chicago. Now the 2-1 delivery. Swing and a foul back, 2-2. 3-1 Cleveland. Sox batting in the 6th with a 2-out base runner at first in Yonder Alonso. He looks to first. Now he comes set, hands below the belt, and he lets it rip, and it's down low, a breaking ball. Full count. So moving time for Alonso at first with 2 down in the 6th. Bieber's ready. The payoff. Swing and a miss. Went back to the breaking ball and got him. So Shane Bieber gets his 6th strikeout and keeps a 3-1. 6, 7, and 8 in Terry Francona's lineup. Indians 3, White Sox 1, bottom of the 6th. Jake Bauers 1 for 2 with a single as Reynaldo Lopez has had one bad inning. Otherwise, he's pitched well. The right-hander into the wind-end pitch, and he shot for the outside corner with a changeup and missed for ball 1. A lot of changeups tonight. That's been the White Sox plan of attack this series. The pitch, and he went to that outside corner with another changeup. He doubled up on it and got the call that time. 1-1 the count. 25 changeups. A third of his pitches have been changeups. The pitch swung on a little looping fly into left center. Diving is Delmonico. He can't get it. Ball backed up by Tilson. The center fielder fires in and holds Bauers to a single. So Delmonico charged in, dove, but he couldn't catch the shallow single. Good backup by Tilson, and Bauers is 2 for 3. But this is very similar to the plan of attack by Nova Monday night and by Giolito last night. Go after the Indians with fastballs and changeups. Last night, that's all Giolito threw. Tonight, Lopez has thrown 13 sliders. Here's Leonis Martin. Throw to first. Bauers dives back. But otherwise, fastballs, changeups. A third of his pitches tonight have been changeups. So White Sox feeling like until the Indians make them pay, they'll stick with that game plan, and that makes sense. Leonis Martin 0 for 2, got an RBI on a fielder's choice. Now the set and the pitch. Or is it? Nope, he'll go to first again with another throw.
Interesting with all those changeups. You mentioned making them pay, and he did hang one to Naquin, and Naquin did a good job to just stay back and hit it the other way.
Lopez drops the hands below the belt and fires. A swing and a miss. Another changeup. Strike 1. Lyft is the official rideshare partner of the Indians. It'll make getting to and from the ballpark a home run. Download Lyft today and get going. Three to 1 Indians, 6th inning. They've again gotten a leadoff man aboard. They've been doing that all night long. The 0-1 outside, fastball missed, 1-1. In 4 of the 6 innings, the Indians have had the leadoff man reach. Normally, that's going to result in more than 3 runs. 3-run fourth, that's been it for the Indians here tonight. Lopez with the 1-1. A swing and a miss, went right back to the changeup. Boy, Martin is seeing a lot of changeups. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Martin, 1 hit in his last 33 at-bats. Now the 1-2. Fastball is up, 2-2. Well, let's see now if he goes back to that changeup. Lopez the 2-2. And Martin swings, grounds one in the right side and in the hole, base hit to right. Scampering all the way to third is Bauers, and the Indians have runners at corner. Well, he went back to a changeup, and that time Martin stayed back and banged one between the first and second baseman, and now the Indians have a chance for a big inning. Runners at the corners, Nobody out in the 6th inning. And Kevin Plawecki, the batter, has grounded out and been hit by a pitch. Infield double play depth. Lopez turns a look at first. Martin a threat to run. The pitch. Inside, he almost hit him again. Ball 1. Lopez came in with an ERA of 6.69. He's been giving up an average of 11 hits per 9 innings. Tonight, the Indians 3 runs, 9 hits. Indians leading it 3-1 here in the 6th. The next pitch, swung on and missed, a changeup. And the count 1-1 on the Indians catcher, Kevin Plawecki. Lopez comes set. And he fires. And Plawecki bloops one into shallow right. This is trouble. Second baseman racing out. Sanchez with his back to home plate made the catch. Oh, that looked like it would get some green. But a good running catch by Yolmer Sanchez with his back to home plate in shallow right. And it keeps Indians at first and third. And now 1 down. Tyler Naquin coming to the plate. The number 9 hitter with the game's biggest hit so far when he laced a 2-out, 2-run single to left in the 3-run 4th. Again, infield double play depth. The outfield pulled slightly to the right, medium deep. Lopez from the set. He lets it fly. And it goes to first on the fly, and back with a dive is Martin. $84 pitches for Lopez. Now the pitch, down and in, ball 1, 1-0. Boy, Lopez has pretty much become Lucas Giolito. He has almost completely discarded his breaking ball and going fastball changeup. Different catcher, too, from last night. This is Castillo tonight, not McCann. Same approach, though. Now the 1-0. Fastball is up and away, 2-0. Well, what's been the game plan has been throw the changeup in hitters' counts. Let's see what Lopez does now. Bowers at third, Martin at first, 1 out, 6th inning. Cleveland with a 3-1 lead. And Tyler Naquin at the plate awaiting the 2-0 pitch. Here it comes. High. He threw him a changeup, but now the count is 3-0. That's fine. Throw the changeup in a hitter's count, but you have to be able to throw strikes with it. And one would think the White Sox bullpen would start to get busy here soon, because the Indians are going to go through the order for a 4th time as soon as Frankie Lindor steps to the plate. Now the 3-0 pitch to Naquin. A swing and a foul out of play. And again, this is what Terry Francona believes in. You might be hitting 9th in the order, but you too have the green light. He feels like his hitters need to be aggressive. They need to be proactive. They also need to be smart. But don't sit there and take a 3-0 pitch. We give you the green light because we believe you can do damage. 3 balls and a strike. Indians at the corners. 1 out, 6th inning. Cleveland up 3-1. Lopez He's ready. Here it comes. Runner goes. Pitch is swung on. Bounced to first. Fielded by Abreu. He comes home with a throw. And in a rundown is Bowers heading back to third. He'll be run back to the plate. Tagged out by the pitcher Lopez. But no harm. Good job there by Bowers staying in that rundown. First off, you're coming from third on that ground ball because you don't want an inning-ending double play. So you draw the throw, you stay in the rundown as long as you can, and now the Indians have runners at second and third with 2 down. Naquin, with that rundown taking so long, was able to get all the way to second, and Martin went from first to third. So good job by Jake Bowers. And now there are 2 men out. Indians at second and third. Top of the order, Frankie Lindor batting left-handed, 0 for 3. The set and the pitch, and it's low, a ball. And the Indians had back-to-back hits to start the inning and had runners at first and third with nobody out. But now 2 men out, runners at second and third. And the Indians 2 for 9 tonight when batting with a runner in scoring position. Need the clutch 2-out hit again from Lindor. The pitch. Ball 2 up and away with a changeup, 2-0. First base is open. Jason Kipnis is on deck. It's pick your poison right now for Reynaldo Lopez and the White Sox. Lindor played slightly toward right to pull. The infield just a bit to the right side. Now the 2-0 pitch. Swung on, grounded, a changeup to the second baseman. It's amazing how this kid and all the Sox have had so much Charlie Tilson takes ball 1 leading off the 7th. Indians 3, White Sox 1. Bieber's pitch is swung on, fouled back, 1-1 the count. The 6 inning totals, Cleveland, 3 runs, 9 hits, no errors, 7 left. Chicago 1 run, 5 hits, no errors, 4 left. Second base ump Marty Foster has reappeared after 2 pitches in the inning. The wind and the pitch outside, 2-1. A little unusual. I guess nobody realized the second base ump was MIA. And the Indians started the inning without Marty. The next pitch swung on, banged in the hole between first and second into right. Tilson is 2 for 3. And we pause for station ID on the Cleveland Clinic Indians Radio Network. Tom Hamilton, Jim Rosenhaus, Stephanie Hagel, and Brian Matze with you. Cool night in Cleveland. Wind blowing in. Tribe 3, Sox 1 in the 7th inning. Meanwhile, Seattle leads the Yankees 4-0. They're in the 5th inning in the Bronx. Mitch Haniger's hit his 9th. Here's the set, and here is the pitch to Tim Anderson. Bullseye. Boston with a 1-0 lead over Baltimore in the 4th inning. Mookie Betts is hit number 7. Minnesota gets a 7th home run from Jorge Polanco. 3-0 Twins on top of Toronto in the 3rd inning. Now the set and the throw over and back with a dive is Charlie Tilson.
39, Aaron Bummer warming for the White Sox.
Aaron Bummer, the left-hander, warming in the White Sox bullpen. Angels and Tigers, 3rd inning in Motown, 2-1 Detroit. The pitch, that's low, 1-1. In interleague play, Pittsburgh was beaten up by Texas today, 9-6. Joey Gallo hit his 12th home run for the Rangers. Took 13 innings. Arizona squeezed by Tampa Bay, 3-2. The pitch. Swung on, banged up the middle, base hit, center field, Anderson. Tilson will hold at second. So, back-to-back singles to start the seventh for the White Sox, who trail the Indians 3-1. And Yolmer Sanchez, the number 8 hitter, switch hitter batting left-handed, has walked and grounded out. And the Indians will converge on the mound and visit with Shane Bieber. Over in the National League, Christian Yelich is now hitting .405 with 15 home runs at Miller Park. Milwaukee beats Washington at home today, 7-3. Yelich with 15 of his 16 home runs at home. Philadelphia shut out St. Louis 5-0, 3-hitter for Jared Eichhoff. San Diego with a 3-2 win over the New York Mets. Miami leading the Cubs 1-0 in the second inning. Sanchez shows bunt and lays one down with his club down 3-1. Ball goes halfway to the mound. The catcher Plawecki picked it up, and he throws him out at first. The White Sox with a sac bunt down 3-1 here in the seventh inning. And you just never see that. Or I guess obviously you do see that, but seldom do you see a team down 2 in the seventh inning lay down a sac bunt, especially a team like the White Sox who never lay down sac bunts. That's their 4th on the year.
Oliver Perez up for Cleveland.
Oliver Perez throwing in the Indians' bullpen. Here's Ryan Cordell, the number 9 hitter. Infield back. The pitch is low. Ball 1. Tilson to third. Anderson to second. 1 out in the 7th. Indians with a 3-1 lead on Chicago. Cordell has flied out, fouled out. Shane Bieber has struck out 6 and walked 1. Middle infielders back. The Indians now at the corners, almost even with the bags, and the pitch swung on, whack to center. This will be a base hit to tie the game. How about that throw? For some reason, came to home plate by Martin with no chance to throw anybody out, and it allows Cordell to go to second and put the go-ahead run in scoring position. No idea what Leonis Martin was doing out there. He threw over the cutoff man and everything. And just like that, Shane Bieber's night is over. Terry Francona is going to make a Cleveland Clinic call to the bullpen as Ryan Cordell laced a 2-run single to center. And by golly, down 3-1. The White Sox laid down a sac bunt here in the 7th, which was stunning. But it pays off when the number 9 hitter delivers a 2-run single. And Shane happened quickly. Charlie Tilson and Tim Anderson led off the inning with singles, sac bunt. Ryan Cordell, 2-run single. A bad decision by Leonis Martin in center to throw to the plate. And just like that, it's not only a 3-3 game, but the White Sox have the go-ahead run at second in Cordell. And now Yoan Moncada, the leadoff hitter, batting right-handed, steps to the plate. Perez fastball slider. The left-hander's pitch, and Moncada takes high, ball 1. Perez is making his 15th appearance, no decisions, a 6.43 ERA. He's actually been a much better pitcher against right-handed hitters than lefties. The next pitch, swing and a miss. He just ate up Moncada, who took kind of a half swing at it. They count 1-1. The left-hander has held right-handed batters to a .214 batting average. Left on left has been the problem. Lefty's batting .375 against Perez. The pitch, swung on, tapped foul, third base side. Nonetheless, the Indians have Nick Whitgren warming. He's the right-hander, and on deck is a left-handed hitter in Nicky Delmonico. Perez is ready. 3-3 tie. Runner at second. 1 out. 7th inning. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him with a slider. So that trend continues. Perez is better against righties this year. 2 down. And now left on left. Let's see what happens here. Nicky Delmonico 1 for 3 with a single. Shane Bieber went 6 1/3 so far, charged with 3 runs on 8 hits, struck out 6, walked 1. Bieber cannot win it. He could lose it if Cordell scores here in the 7th. Delmonico with that bat high above his head. The pitch to him, and it's a little bit high, a fastball for ball 1. Now, we gave you the scores before, and they were brought to you by Ram Trucks. That Ram 1500, it's Motor Trend's Truck of the Year. Now the 1-0, swing and a miss, good slider. 1 ball and 1 strike. Right now it's the Ram Bigger Things sales event. Find out why. There are more reasons to switch to Ram than ever before. 3-3 in the 7th. The turn of the back, the pitch. Outside, a breaking ball, 2-1. Also today in the National League, Philly mentioned their shutout. They are starting to look at times more like the team everyone envisioned. Guy that hasn't been winning is Max Scherzer. Now the pitch, down and away, and the count 3-1. But even though Philly now is in first place, they haven't played the way a lot of people thought they would, yet you're in first place and you haven't put it all together yet. Pretty encouraging. Now the 3-1. Breaking ball and a beauty, full count. And the East, the Mets as always were overrated. That seems to be a yearly thing. Atlanta, last year might have been, they were better a year earlier than people expected. Maybe they've fallen back to earth a little. The pitch, a swing and a foul at the plate. Washington with Max Scherzer and company scuffling. You got to believe that at some point, even though Washington lost today, Scherzer will get it going for Washington. Philly doesn't have that kind of a guy at the head of their rotation. But with Washington losing today, they're 6.5 games out. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with Philly having Harper and Washington trying to get Scherzer going. The pitch swung on a jam job, floated to third, caught by Ramirez. Well, the Indians now will face the White Sox bullpen. So this game is going to be decided by the bullpens. The 2 starters are both out of here with no decisions. And so the man to come on now for the White Sox is a guy with a mid-90s fastball, slider and changeup, the left-hander, Aaron Bummer. And the first man he faces, Jason Kipnis, takes a look at a fastball that zips in there for strike 1. Aaron Bummer, his 5th appearance since being called back. No decisions, hasn't given up a run in 5 innings. He's only given up 1 hit. The pitch. And Kipnis waves at it, and they count 0-2. That was a 95-mile-an-hour fastball from Aaron Bummer. They have 3 left-handers in their bullpen. Now the set and the pitch, way high and outside. 12,519 looking on. We've got 1 more to go in the homestand tomorrow at 1:10. Kipnis tonight, 0 for 2 with a walk. Almost hit one out of here to right center in the first, but the wind kept it in. Bummer's ready. Here it comes. Low ball 2, 2-2. Ronaldo Lopez goes 6 innings, gives up 3 runs on 9 hits, struck out 2, walked 1, hit a batter. Shane Bieber went 6 1/3, giving up 3 runs on 8 hits, struck out 6, and walked 1. Now the pitch. Kipnis foul-tipped it and stays alive at 2-2. Bummer came from AAA Charlotte, where he had appeared in 5 games. Last year, he split the year between AAA and Chicago, appeared in 37 games for the Sox, had a 4.26 ERA. He averaged 10 strikeouts per 9 innings a year ago. Now the 2-2. Swung on a little dribbler toward first, foul. Still 2-2. Bummer last year started the year on the disabled list. He was rehabbing his elbow. He had been out all of 2015 when loose bodies were removed from his elbow, and he also missed half of 2016. Then had more elbow issues at the start of last year. He works from the set, third base side of the rubber, and the pitch. Swung on a ground ball, headed toward the hole. Third baseman Moncada cuts in front, throws, and got Kipnis. If Moncada, ranging far to his left from third, doesn't cut in front of Anderson, the shortstop, Kipnis has an infield hit. 1 down. Here's Jose Ramirez, switch hitter, batting right-handed. Ramirez, 1 for 3 with a single. The Indians got their 3 in the 4th. Indians had 4 singles in that inning. Now the set, now the pitch, and it's in there. Santana and Gonzalez got it going with singles. Bauer's base hit loaded them up. Martin, a fielder's choice RBI, and Naquin, a 2-out, 2-run single. The 0-1 swung on, another weak pop-up. Shallow right, Cordell coming in, and the right fielder takes care of Ramirez, and that is out number 2. White Sox got a run on Jose Abreu's homer down the right field line in the 3rd with nobody on, and then they got the 2-run single to center by Cordell in the top of this 7th, and that's where we're at, 3-3, bottom of the 7th. Indians baseball brought to you by Everstream, Cleveland's business fiber network, Ethernet, high-speed internet, dark fiber, or data storage. Everstream.net. The pitch, fastball in tight, ball 1. Santana 1 for 3 with a single. 2 down, nobody on. Indians 3, White Sox 3. We're in the 7th. Now the set. Now the 1-0 pitch. Swung on a high bouncer to third. Charged and played on the short hop by Moncada. And he'll throw out Santana. 8th inning coming up in a 3-3 game. On to work for the Indians as he makes his 10th appearance. 1 win, no losses, and a save. ERA 1.69. Whitgren has struck out 14 and walked 1 in 10 innings. So Oliver Perez did a good job. He got the 2 batters he faced. Whitgren fastball, curveball, and changeup. Whitgren faces the 3-hole hitter, Jose Abreu, so it doesn't get any tougher than this. And Abreu looks at a breaking ball strike. Abreu 1 for 3 with a solo homer down the right field line. Righty-righty matchup, the pitch, and it down and in for a ball. And the count goes to 1-1. Nick Whitgren, he's ready, and his 1-1 pitch swung on, fouled back, 1-2. The college battery is back. Plawecki catching, Whitgren on the mound. Plawecki, the Big Ten Player of the Year at Purdue, and Whitgren was the closer on their Big Ten title team of 2012. Both Indiana kids. Whitgren's ready, and the 1-2. Swung on jam job, fouled it off third base side. Still a 1-2 count.
Did you ever get a chance to see him pitch that season?
I don't know. You know how that is.
Or if you remembered.
Yeah. Might have. Have to look at the box score. They only played each other once in the regionals. Kent State beat Purdue. Now the 1-2. A swing and a fly ball, pretty well hit. Deep right, back goes Naquin on the track near the wall, made the catch. And again, the wind kept it in. Now the problem with that regional tournament, Rosie, was that Kent State beat Kentucky in the first game in 21 innings. Then Purdue beat Valpo. So the next day, the winners and losers played. Kentucky eliminated Valparaiso. Kent State drilled Purdue. And then on the third day, then Kentucky eliminated Purdue. So only saw Purdue play the one game. Sure remember Plawecki. That pitch down and in, yeah. Okay. Well, you can imagine how big Kevin Plawecki is.
Sure.
You see him as a college catcher. You hear he's Big Ten Player of the Year. There were rumors he would be a high pick. The pitch swung on Alonso, rips it into shallow right. Kipnis diving, knocks it down from his knees, throws him out. What a play by Kipnis as a rover in shallow right. A scalding one-hopper that Kipnis diving towards second, even though he's in the outfield, knocked down and from his knees, he threw out Yonder Alonso. That's a big-time play by Kip. And that's where the shift, again, takes a hit away. And that's why when you talk about the shift, here is, with 2 down, Wellington Castillo, the batter. Game tied at 3 in the 8th. The pitch is low, a ball. Some people say, okay, let the shift stay in play, but infielders have to stay on the infield. Now, if that were the case, that's a base hit. Great play by Kip. 2 down, Castillo 0 for 3. Game tied at 3 in the 8th. The pitch is swung on and tomahawked high in the air to right. Down the line, near the stands, Naquin's out of room. It's about 3 rows deep. And they count 1 ball, 1 strike on Castillo in this tie game in the 8th.
Well, and those throws are not automatic by the second baseman from shallow right because they just don't do it that often. That's a much longer throw, and he did it from his knees.
Well, have you ever seen anybody take infield practice from right field or left field?
No.
They never do it. The only time they do it is in a game. Of course, you don't see major league teams take that much infield practice anymore, but they'll hit ground balls before BP and do early work. When I say they, I mean the Indians. But to your point, you don't see them making that play and practicing it. They always stay on the infield dirt like they have since they were in T-ball. Now the 1-1 to Castillo, and it's low, ball 2-1. A lot of the guys hitting the fungos couldn't hit one out there. They couldn't hit a one-hopper into shallow right.
That's true.
3 runs, 8 hits for the Sox. 3 runs, 9 hits for the Tribe. The pitch is at the knees, a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
I'm trying to think how long ago infield after BP went away. It seems like it's been forever now, but it used to be a staple.
Yeah, pretty much since teams started flying. Back in your day on the railroad. Now the 2-2 pitch. And the White Sox catcher swings and rips it foul to the right, still 2-2. Yeah, I can't remember. I mean, shoot. Most of the time now the ballpark opens and both teams are done with BP, period. Fans come in, there's nothing to watch.
You know who was one of the best at hitting and organizing infield? Remember Frank Howard?
Yep.
Boy, he had that thing going like a well-oiled machine.
Now the 2-2 pitch, and Castillo waves at it, and just did foul tip it. So still a 2-2 count in a 3-3 game in the 8th. Gabe Morales has to do a little work on his face mask. That foul ball got him squarely in the mask. Plawecki wears the old-fashioned catcher's mask. He doesn't go with that hockey goalie mask like some catchers do. That was the rage for a while. Seems now like most Major League catchers have the traditional catcher's mask and batting helmet. Now the 2-2 in the dirt. Full count. Seems like the night has gotten better the later we get into it. It's going to be in the 70s tomorrow, and the breeze has died down a little bit. Not bad here at all. Now the payoff pitch. Swung on, drilled to center. That's a base hit. So Castillo had a good at bat and a 2-out single to center. Now Charlie Tilson, the batter. Tilson, he just got called up from AAA, and so hadn't played in the big leagues this year. His 3 games have been in the big leagues this year in this series, and he is 5 for 10. Now we're going to get a pinch runner. Leori Garcia is going to pinch run. Now Garcia is a threat to run. He's 5 for 5 in the stolen base department. He'll run for the catcher Castillo, and that means James McCann will come on and catch the rest of this game. 8th inning, go ahead run at first, 2 down, tie game at 3. Throw over there, and they almost picked them off. Pretty good move that time by Whitgren. Now the set. And the pitch. At the knees, a called strike. Each team 3 runs, 9 hits. Whitgren's ready. Here it comes. Another strike. 0-2. Well, that might have been Tilson giving Garcia a chance to run, but he didn't. And now Tilson's like, I'm in the hole 0-2. Here's the set. And the pitch. Checked on a fastball in. 1-2. Not certain why Garcia's in a pinch run if he doesn't even look like he has any intention of trying to steal. Not taking much of a lead. Whitgren's ready. Here it comes. Swung on a little floater. Shallow left. This is dropping in a hurry. Diving Gonzalez made the grab. The Indians left fielder charging in and laid out for a diving catch. Game tied at 3. The White Sox keep Leori Garcia in the game. He's in center with Charlie Tilson moving to left. Nicky Delmonico's out of the game. James McCann will now catch. Second inning of work for the hard-throwing lefty, Aaron Bummer. Game tied at 3. Brad Hand, the Tribe closer, starts to throw. 3 left-handed hitters this inning against the southpaw, and a fastball strike to Carlos Gonzalez. who has 2 singles and 3 trips. The next delivery, fouled at the plate, 0-2. Visit your Northern Ohio Buick and GMC dealers. Get exceptional offers on 2019 models. Three runs, 9 hits for both clubs. Bottom of the 8th, Indians haven't scored since they got their 3 in the 4th. The pitch, swing and a miss, good breaking ball away. So that's out number 1, strikeout number 1. That'll bring up Jake Bowers. Bowers 2 for 3 with a couple of singles. Bummer played collegiately at the University of Nebraska. He lets it fly, and it's low and away, ball 1. Bummer's ready. Here it comes. Fastball strike. And the count 1 ball, 1 strike. KeyBank. It's the banking home of the Indians. Cover your financial bases with KeyBank. KeyBank brings you the keys to the game. Bummer's pitch is waved at. Another good slider. The count 1-2. Well, the KeyBank key to this game is going to be which bullpen buckles. Both Shane Bieber and Reynaldo Lopez went either 6 or 6+, giving up 3 runs. It's up to the Pens. The pitch, and Bowers hits a weak fly to left. Coming in is Tilson, 2 down. Now Leonis Martin, 1 for 3, a single and a run batted in. This is where the Indians are very susceptible late in games to left-handed relievers because not many options. You have 2 right-handed hitters on the bench. One's your number 2 catcher tonight, Perez, and the other is outfielder Jordan Luplow. Martin digs in, 1 for 3. The pitch, he rips it back, foul, strike 1. Minnesota crushing Toronto now 7-0 in the 4th inning. Twins have hit 3 more home runs. Boy, are they swinging it. The 0-1 swung on a topper by the mound, charged in front of the bag at second and off the glove of the shortstop Anderson. Have to give Martin a base hit. Anderson charging, tried to make the do-or-die play, and he died. So Martin has his 2nd hit, and here's Kevin Plawecki. Plawecki is 0 for 2, hit by a pitch. Minnesota with 3 more home runs tonight, and they're only in the 4th inning of their ball game. And it's not like the Twins have anybody that is just going out there and piling up home runs, like, say, a Christian Yelich, who has 16 for Milwaukee. It's that 1 through 9 approach for the Twins. That pitch in there, and it's a called strike. The Twins are 3rd in the league in home runs, trailing only Houston and Seattle. That pitch is low, and the count 1-1. Minnesota now, as a team, has blasted 63 homers. They're averaging almost 2 home runs a game. Now the 1-1, a swing and a roller foul, third base side. 1-2 the count. Game tied at 3. Martin at first, 2 down in the Indians' 8th. Now, Plawecki's got the ability to take you deep and put the Tribe up with 1 swing of the bat. Here's the pitch, and he looks at a strike on a fastball. So the inning is over. We go to the 9th, tied at 3. 3-3 game as we go to the ninth inning, and the Indians go to their closer, Brad Hand. Brad Hand making his 17th appearance, a win, a loss, 10 saves, ERA 1.15. Brad Hand, 24 strikeouts in 15 innings. Opposition hitting a $164 off Brad Hand. He has not given up a home run. So here we go, ninth inning, game tied at 3, bottom third of the White Sox order. Tim Anderson, he's 1 for 3 with a single. Started the night hitting .331, fourth best in the league. Hand, fastball, curve, slider. The pitch, checked on a breaking ball that's in there, called strike. Hand is ready. And the Minneapolis native lets it fly. A swing and a little cue shot to first, caught in the air by Bowers, moving toward the line. Easy out on a little soft liner. Here's Yolmer Sanchez. He'll bat right-handed. A walk, a ground out, a sac bunt. White Sox tied it after that sac bunt on a 2-run single to center by Ryan Cordell. You don't normally see it played that way. That is sacrificing a runner, or in this case, 2 runners, down 2 runs in the late innings. But the White Sox did, and it worked. Sanchez steps in and takes the high heat ball 1. Brad Hand is ready. Here it comes. Ball 2. It's delivered high. Now the set, now the pitch. Swing and a miss, 2-1. Now the set and pitch. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Boy, the White Sox have so many good young prospects. Think if they kept Fernando Tatis. They traded him to San Diego in the James Shields trade. Think they wish they had a mulligan on that baby? Here's the 2-2 pitch. Sanchez takes high, full count.
They'd find a slot for him on their infield. Man.
Tatis, one of the best young prospects now in the game. The payoff pitch. Swing and a high fly ball, shallow left center. Calling for it is Gonzalez, the Indians' left fielder, retires Sanchez, 2 down. Now Ryan Cordell, 1 for 3. His 2-run single in the 7th put us where we're at right now. 3-3 in the 9th. Left-hander Jace Fry, who had an awful night last night, warming in that White Sox bullpen. The pitch. And a breaking ball is in there for a strike. Now the 0-1. Down and in, 1-1. Brad Hand doesn't ever seem to be in too much of a hurry. His pitch. Swung on, drilled to third, leaping grab by Ramirez right at the line. So the little man timed his leap perfectly and takes extra bases away from Ryan Cordell. Jace Fry, who made a mess of things last night, forcing the White Sox to get a 4-out save from Alex Colomé. He'll get another shot tonight. Fry last night, with 2 outs, nobody on, gave up a single, a double, and a walk. But the White Sox escaped once Colomé got out of the bases-loaded situation in the 8th. So the left-hander, fastball, curveball, slider, changeup. Jordan Luplow will pinch hit. Batting for Tyler Naquin. The pitch, it's high, ball 1. Naquin, the Indians' offense primarily tonight. That's when Naquin had a 2-run single in the 4th. The set and pitch and a breaking ball dips low, 2-0. Tyler Naquin went 2 for 3 tonight with a couple of RBIs. The Indians have had 2 walk-off wins. Now the set and the pitch, it's high, 3-0. Well, let's see if Luplow swings away now. Carlos Santana walked off Toronto with a 9th-inning homer when the Indians won 3-2 on April 5th. The pitch, there's the strike, 3-1. And then 5 days ago, the Indians walked off Seattle. Tyler Naquin came off the bench, got that pinch hit, game-winning single in the 9th inning. Now the pitch, Luplow fouls it to the upper deck behind the plate, and the count is full. Jace Fry making his 17th appearance. He's 1-0, 5.54 ERA. His trouble, he has not been able to throw strikes. The pitch, swing and a miss. Well, it was 3-0, and he came back and just struck out Luplow. 1 down in the 9th. Good job by Aaron Bummer. He gave the White Sox 2 shutout innings in relief tonight. He gave up 1 base hit, struck out a pair. Jace Fry this year has walked 11 in 13 innings. Top of the order, Frankie Lindor. He'll bat right-handed for the first time tonight. 0 for 4. 3 groundouts and a flyout. 3-3 tie, bottom of the 9th. The pitch. Lindor looks at a ball in. Tyler Clippard will pitch if we go to extra innings. The pitch, Lindor taps it foul to the left. 1-1. So Clippard warming in the Indians bullpen, the right-hander. Sox have a right-hander as well. Juan Minaya throwing in their pen. Game tied at 3, 9th inning, 1 out, nobody on. The set and the pitch to Lindor. And he checked, and it's a called strike. He thought the pitch was high, and it's 1-2 on Lindor. The next delivery is swung on, drilled to center. Base hit, Frankie Lindor. So the winning runs at first with 1 down in the 9th. And the batter is Jason Kipnis. He is 0 for 3 tonight with a walk. First inning came within inches of a homer to right center, but the wind knocked it down, and it was caught at the wall in right center. Indians 3, White Sox 3, winning run at first, 1 down, 9th inning. The set by Fry, the throw to first, and Lindor back. Now Lindor has 1 steal, 1 attempt. Ankle and the calf not an issue anymore. Outfield pulled to the right, fairly deep the pitch. Breaking ball and a beauty. 0-1 the count. Boy, Fry last year was mostly upper 90s fastballs, low 90s sliders, throwing a lot more curveballs this year and some changeups. Now the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Went slider away. 0-2. The 2-strike pitch. Down and away. Checked on his swing. 1-2. Jace Fry, talked about him last night. Twice. He had Tommy John surgery in the span of a couple of years. Now the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Slider away. Got him. So Fry with his second strikeout. Kipnis out, number 2 in the ninth. Jose Ramirez will bat right-handed. Jose 1 for 4 with a single. 2 down. Lindor at first. 3-3 in the ninth. Day game tomorrow at 1:10. And here comes Rick Renteria. I would imagine we're going to have a pitching change if he's coming out there. Quite the same the last couple of years. But Kelvin Herrera will take over here in the ninth inning and face Jose Ramirez, as Ramirez will now turn back around and bat left-handed. 10-second ID on the Cleveland Clinic Indians Radio Network. Tom Hamilton, Jim Rosenhaus, Stephanie Hagel, Brian Matze. 3-3 in the ninth. Kelvin Herrera, first year with the Sox, not going very well. 17 appearances. He's 0-2 with a 5.29 ERA. Fastball, slider, changeup. The pitch. And it's a little inside for ball 1. Frankie Lindor, the winning run at first. 2 down in the ninth, game tied at 3. The White Sox overload the right side of the infield. Outfield deep and around toward right. Kelvin Herrera. He sets, fires, runner goes, pitches a check swing foul. Oh, what a jump Lindor had. Wow. He had that base stolen. There wouldn't have even been a throw. And that would have put the winning run in scoring position. And a check swing. 1-1 the count. Herrera, with the Royals in 22 postseason games, had a 1.26 ERA. His pitch, changeup away. And he missed. 2 balls and a strike. 2 times Kelvin Herrera was an American League All-Star as a setup man for the Royals. That's how good he was. Now the 2-1 runner goes, pitches in the dirt, no throw. Lindor in standing. His second steal in as many tries. So the winning run now in scoring position. Three, runner at second. Two down, ninth inning. Base hit here wins it. Time is called. And with this overshift, all Jose now, I say all, like it's so easy. It's not. But literally, if he hit a ground ball where the shortstop usually would be, the game would be over. The pitch. Swung in and blasted. Deep right center. Away back. Gone. Or you can end it with a walk-off bomb. Jose Ramirez. What a mob scene this will be at home plate. A game-winning walk-off 2-run blast to right center. And the Indians win it by a final score of 5-3. Oh, there is that blast that Jose and the Indians have been waiting for. And did he tee off into the wind? The Indians get their third walk-off win of the season. They get their second walk-off game-winning home run of the season, the first by Jose Ramirez here in 2019. And the Indians are a winner over the Chicago White Sox by a final score of 5-3 on a 2-run homer to right center by Jose Ramirez. We'll be right back.